you all for joining. If I can have order, please. If we can have order, please. We are calling this meeting to order. Thank you all for your cooperation. Good evening, everybody, and everybody who is joining us online. We have 5 participants. My name is Carlos. I'm with First Service Residential. We will be conducting our meeting today, February 27th at 6 p.m. We would like to call this meeting to order at 6 o'clock. Can I have a roll call, please?
Joe Tremarchi.
Mary Beth Cranio.
Scott Jones.
Amy Howland. Susan Silver.
Excellent. We have verified quorum. And at this point, we are going to hand over the floor to our board president, Scott Jones, who will conduct the meeting.
All right. Thank you guys for coming out. We have food in the back. And every time I take a sip, feel free to take one yourself. Before we get started, we are recording the meeting. This is just for the residents to watch. It'll be on the website. You'll be able to watch it. That way, if you don't want to come to the next meeting, which I don't blame you, you can watch it, you can record it, you'll hear everything that we say. It will not record the audience, but if you do step up to the podium to speak, it will obviously record you. So nobody in the audience will be recorded at that time. And we will keep the recordings on a YouTube channel. We have to keep them for 7 years, but they'll be there until YouTube goes out of business, I guess. So anyway, that is that part of the meeting. I just want to let you know that we're doing that. I want to thank everybody that came out to the gathering at the gazebo. We had about 85 people there, 85 people there, and I appreciate everybody that came out. Wanted to let everybody in here know first that we'll have the next gazebo meeting on the first day of spring, which will be March 20th. It's a Thursday, so if you couldn't make it on the Friday, maybe you can make it on the Thursday. And so that will be the first day of spring. We'll have information on the website, but we wanted to let you guys know first that's what we're having. Also, is in regards to the residents, you guys have been awesome. It's been the support has been overwhelming. I mean, literally, it's been overwhelming. And we've been really. I mean, the emails and the cards that you're sending. I mean, you guys are sending cards. It's ridiculous, but it's just great. You know, the support that we got. I think a large part of the people in the community know what we're trying to do, which is make the community better. That's all we're trying to do. We didn't come here with any other alternative other than to try and lower our fees and make the community better. Obviously, there's some people that don't like what we're doing, but it's a small number, and they're fine. We have no problem with criticism either, but the support has been absolutely overwhelming. And as I said, being at that gazebo the other night, with so many people there was just absolutely amazing. And speaking of residents, I want to call Mike up here real quick. Mike Wojnowski, where is he? Mike, come on up. Mike is the resident to help people out. Claire's car didn't have any. It was dead. Mike went over and jump started her, so we wanted to give you just for a big thank Hey, Claire, I'm sure you gave him a hard time.
Let me know if your car doesn't start again.
Oh, yeah, me too.
All right, we're done with the housekeeping stuff, and again, this is our first meeting, so cut us a little slack, I guess. So the first thing we need to start with is the only old business. We have the reading of the minutes, but because we've never met as a board, we don't have any minutes, so we'll have that the next time for the approval. And right now, the only old business we have is an update on the gutter project. Carlos?
Yes, so the update on the gutter project, I did speak with Matt Weiss yesterday. He was on site today to confirm the work that was completed from his team. He did send me some pictures of some of the gutters. Now, I do want to reiterate when this gutter project started, it was for gutter cleaning and minor repairs. There are some extensive damage to some of our gutters, which he did report, which we knew going into this project. We knew that we were going to have some reports after the fact. So once I get that report from him on the gutters that need more extensive repair, then we will sit together as a board and make a decision and reach out to those individual homeowners. But as of right now, the cleaning and the minor repair as of yesterday is completed from Weiss Painting, from what they tell.
And they were actually out today. Claire, they fixed your downspout, I believe. He took it off while I was there. So I think you fixed it. By the way, I'm very rude here. Christina is here. She is also with First Service. She's the regional director. She is our old one was Angel. Some of you may or may not know. Angel is moving on to bigger and better, or I think bigger and better. And Christina is now taking over. And I, for one, am very, very happy that she's here. So she will be our point person with anything going on. And I can't believe I didn't introduce you. I'm sorry.
No worries. So I may have actually met some of you previously because I was here when we first started and had the transition and did the town hall meetings. So it's nice to be back.
Thank you.
Okay, going on to new business. We have,
report first?
if you want to.
I think he skipped. It usually committee reports.
Yeah.
Oh, somebody stole my bag.
No, he didn't put it in. It's not-
That's my apologies, but
Yeah, I'll just do it.
Treasurer's report.
Since we had the election last month, we didn't do a treasury report. I can tell you that for the month of December, we had a slight loss of $992, and most of it was attributable to income tax estimated payment. We had a payment of $8,000, which was supposed to be done quarterly, but which wasn't partially because of the transition to First Service. It kind of got forgotten. For the year, we had an income surplus of $66,000. Now, most of that's due to the insurance. Her insurance came in way under what it was estimated to be. And I've been reporting every month. It's been probably $4,500, $5,000 each month under. That's the year-end unaudited profit. We will be getting CPA statements probably around the end of March or April, which will be the audited numbers. They always make some kind of adjustments, and you'll be getting that. It's usually put out on Connect when they do that. For January, our operating cash balance is at $356,000. Most of it is going to be used for the insurance premium, which is due April 3rd. Last year it was $278,000. I'm not sure what it's going to be this year. Our reserve balance is $2,700,000, which sounds like a lot of money, but in 2033 we're going to have to do our roof replacement and gutter replacement, and that's $5 million. So when you hear $2,700,000, it sounds like we have a lot of cash in there. When the roofs come due, a lot of it disappears, and we hope we should have enough funds to get there when the time comes. Accounts receivable, for the first time in months, is down $1,160. The balance is $24,269, and the reason it's down is because we had one sale of a unit that was foreclosed on, and we netted $7,100. I think $800 of that was interest and penalties. So we still have 5 other accounts that are lingering. One that's almost in the same boat. They're all at the attorney's office. I'm not sure how many gets liens on. We're waiting for a report from the attorney's office. Let's see. For January, our net income was $13,000. Insurance is $4,000 under. Mulch is $1,600 under. That's a monthly amount because we're probably going to do the mulch when the trees stop falling. I would guess around late March, April, whenever that time is, and then we'll have the big bill, and that'll resolve itself. The trash is $710 under budget. That's good news.
Yeah.
I don't know if some of the
We did get a new dumpster. The dumpster, if you look at it, or compactor, the compactor is smaller, but it pushes all the way to the back, so it should hold as much as the old compactor held, maybe even a little bit more. So far, it seems to be doing pretty well. Once again, we plead with you. If you don't want to recycle your boxes over here, that's up to you. But if you're going to put them in the compactor, put them on the ground, step on them, flatten them, put them in. Don't put them in the other way. We've pulled out dog cages, vacuums, bicycles. So, I mean, it just once that just screws it up for everybody when that happens. So please, I am trying to work a deal with a junk hauling service that I've actually personally used when I've needed to take stuff out. And hopefully they're going to give a deal to us. So if you need to get rid of a couch or something like that, you'd be able to call the service. They'd pick it up, carry it out of your house, and take it to the dump. Well, actually, what they do is if it's still in good shape, they take it and donate it and then give you the write-off. So it's a kind of a win-win situation, and we don't need any couches or anything in the dumpsters. So thanks.
The manager's salary was almost $1,800 over budget, and I found that I don't know Angel. I talked to Angel about it. We were getting charged in January for both Trisha and Carlos's salary, and it should be only be Carlos. So I spoke to Angel and just reminded him that that invoice is going to be corrected.
And just to chime in on that, we have already spoken to the payroll team and they're working on it correctly.
Okay. Roofs are $1,250 under budget. We had no roof repairs in January, but
We got some coming.
we're gonna have a field day in February or March. March. The only other thing is we did have insurance meeting. Just to get an idea, our insurance is going to be due April 3rd. To get an idea of where we are, it's an annual nightmare. Trying for the insurance company to predict the premium at the time we're doing the budget, which is in September or October when we're finalizing. Was right around the time of the two storms. They were projecting a 15% minimum increase up to 25%. Since then, we had a meeting last week, and he's still kind of going through the rates, and the biggest one's the building property insurance.
But just to let you know, we're looking at
Yeah,
below now 10%.
right. He's
So
looking
double
at
25.
We don't know where Dustin's going to settle, but he's thinking it's going to come in below where it was last year, which was way under our budget and way under this year's budget. And he said a lot of things happened from the end of the fall into now. A lot of it, insurance in Florida has been in the paper numerous times. It's the highest in the country, and it's been problematic for condominiums and people on the coast and all that. And he basically said there's stuff like with the lawsuits that they're cracking down on. The roofers going around the communities and putting all new roofs on, and there's a couple tiles need to be fixed. They're cracking down on that. And and he said the secondary insurance market, which kind of takes some of the load off of the heavy insurers, like the property insurer that we have, Heritage Insurance, is one of the major property insurance for condominiums in the state of Florida, and they carry a lot of the load, and they kind of sub out some of that risk, so that's not all on them, and that those insurance companies that pick up some of that risk charge a pretty steep amount. That was part of what was getting out of control too. But I guess more companies have come in, and that was another bit of good news. So all those things settling in, he expects we should be a little bit under how much we don't know yet last year's premium, which will be a good thing for us.
It should be right around March 3rd. We'll get the first report, and we'll know exactly what it is. But so far, it's good news. We're looking like we're coming in well under budget, which is good.
That's it for the treasurer. I don't know. Anybody has any questions there?
No,
Okay.
we're down on water. I guarantee that. In January,
Water. Yeah.
we have two main breaks, and there's been no water for 4 weeks. In the back, if you live in the Bella Vita area, you can see the circle turning brown. You can see, and then Quimby also has no water. So pretty much the entire complex is messed up. I signed off on it was a $2,000 fix for Floor to do, and so far they don't show up. I was told they were going to be here today. They were not.
So we did speak with Brian on Monday, and he did say that both would be completed by Friday. So we'll follow up with him.
Okay. Well, hopefully we'll get it on. Luckily, the rain the other day saved us a little bit. Yeah.
We got water now.
Yeah.
All right, new business. We have an art review for 1222 Bella Cara. Everybody get it. We have a little problem with the boards cannot. Only Joe can see the art approval, so Carlos emailed it to us, and we looked through it. I'm gonna move that we approve that the ARC approval. So all in favor?
I
Anybody opposed? Okay. The ARC is approved. Wish it went that easy at the master board, but it doesn't.
What was your report? Bathroom.
Bathroom remodel. Bathroom. Yeah. Okay. 1282 grading. We have roof damage. And we also have. We didn't add this one, but the one on Bella Rose.
Yeah, do you want me to? I'll chime in real quick. So
Yep.
we actually have three. So in addition to 1282, we do have two additional ones that I did send you, and you are more than welcome to discuss it in this meeting. We can just add the notes to the meeting minutes. So if you would like to make motions on all three, you're more than welcome to.
So it's 1222.
And then it's what?
1282, Brady.
Yeah.
1203, Bella
Rose.
Rose.
And that-
1306 was another one, but that's 1306 is a separate.
All right, let's make a motion on 1282 Grady to repair it and 1203 Bella Rose, and then we'll look at the other one when we get, because I don't remember seeing that one. So I make a motion that we approve the funds for those two repairs.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye. But what's the situation in Belcara?
Not Belcara, the other one,
Didn't you
Bella
say-
Rose.
Yes, you have Bella Rose.
I haven't seen the other one.
Did you say 1222 Belcara?
1282.
No, 1222 is the ARC proposal.
No, we
That was Les's ARC
You
proposal.
said there were three, didn't you?
Yes, so you have
1282 Grady, 1203 Bella Rose. I thought you said Belcara.
1306.
I haven't seen that one yet. It hasn't crossed.
okay. So 1203 Bella Rose roof.
Right.
I have sent you guys the attached quotes on that. We can review if you would like. Then you have for 1282 Brady Lane. I sent you the attached quote on that one as well. And then 1306 Grady is a separate.
Yeah, that's the one we're gonna look at
That one.
because I haven't seen that job.
Okay.
I haven't
Has
looked
the roofer looked at?
So that one, yes, 1306 is going back in now for the interior repairs. Exterior was repaired on the previous board, made a motion to approve it. That was done. Painted now.
Oh, that was the roof is done.
Yes.
Okay.
Now
I
1306.
thought so. Yeah. So if we're doing two, we might be doing them all. but-
Correct.
Okay.
Yes, it's a totally different thing.
Okay.
All right. So just so I can confirm and make it very clear, the board, all anonymous me for 1282 Grady Lane approval.
And 1203.
1203 Bella Rose also has approval.
Yes.
Perfect. We will revisit 1306. 1302.
Okay, these next two, we had we put together a parking committee that has been, they have met one time. Parking is, and anybody that's lived here knows it's either a major problem or not a problem at all. Depends how many cars you have and what the situation is. So the parking committee has had a meeting. They've come up with some pretty good ideas. We haven't gotten any further than that. Obviously, we would have to, once we come up with something, we want to put it out to you guys, the residents. I can guarantee you we'll not have 100% people happy. Our goal is to have the majority happy. And then obviously our lawyer will also have to look at it to make sure it's still within our rules and within our declarations. But they did a great job in the first meeting, and I appreciate it because these are just residents giving their time to help us, and they've done, as I said, they're taking time out of their schedule. We have put their names on the website and also on the board by the mailbox. So if you want to talk about parking, we can talk to them. If you have any input as to what your ideas are, but we're just trying to make it so it's not a headache where if I'm on Quimby and somebody's back on Bellacara and they invite me back there, and if they invite me 10 minutes before a football game to go watch the game. In the old days, you would have to get a board member or Carlos to sign off on a thing, and if you only had 10 minutes notice, you don't have that. And then how long can you stay there? So we're trying to fix that all up, and we'll, as I said, we haven't been able to attack it yet. I think Vicky Sutton had probably one of the best ideas with the cards, and that we're kind of going on that where we don't have to have the cards. So at least we're moving in the right direction. We're kind of taking her idea and moving forward with that. So we'll see what happens. That brings up the 2025 vehicle audit. Where are we?
All right. So as of today, we have 164 responses. That puts us at a much higher response rate than where we were when I initially sent out the reminder. So our goal was we have approximately combined between proms 1 and 2, well over 205 units. So my goal was to at least receive 75% participation rate, because obviously some people may not have vehicles. So the purpose of this audit, like I mentioned, and making sure that everybody knows, we just want to make sure that all vehicles are properly registered within the community. And this is to ensure that what we're doing with this new parking committee and what we're doing overall, you'll see how all of this plays a big factor into it. I'm sure Scott and Amy and the board can speak on it, right? Nobody likes to go outside and have a vehicle that's towed, but without us knowing who you are, we can't really make a reach out to you. We can't make an attempt to make it right. And we can't make that first attempt to just treat you like a human being. So that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to make sure that we have that communication with you all before it escalates to a higher level.
And I will say, out of all of the vehicle audits that I've done, this is by far and away the easiest. It took me like 15 seconds. So it was, Carlos did a good job with that. It's very easy to fill out. If you didn't get it, if it went to spam or whatever, reach out to Carlos. He can send you another one. And I think we might even be able to just put a link to.
We can put a link.
We'll put a link on the website as well. So if you can't, if you haven't been able to do it, we'll put a link on the website. It'll be there tomorrow. And you can just click on it. It literally takes seconds to do. All right, new business. We want to add a new dog waste station on Grady. We have one pretty well placed around the neighborhood, but for the people that have dogs on Grady, they have to walk all the way over to the mailbox. Some of them just go that way anyway if they're dogs, but we thought we could just put a new one on Grady. There's a good spot right by the fire hydrant, off to the side a little bit. It's not going to block the fire hydrant. And the other thing we need to do is we need to buy the trash can for the one back in the back on Bella Vita, and the top is rusted off. Unless John can fix that for us. It's the top's there, and it's not that big a deal this time of year, but when the summer comes around and the rain comes in, it's going to be a huge deal. So we want to just buy a new garbage can for the one in the back, buy a whole new waste station for Grady. And Carlos, you had it in here.
Yes, the back.
What was the price?
So for just the bin itself, the first quote is from Uline. It's a pretty well known provider. They work with us and they sell individual units. So for just the receptacle itself, through Uline, altogether is $225. If you just wanted to buy the trash can itself, it looks like it's $111. So it might just be easier to buy it all up front. I did find another option on Amazon, which did have some really good reviews, and it came with everything, including extra dog waste bags for $229.
Yeah.
So you get a little bit more bang for your buck. This comes with the pole, the trash can, everything, and all we'll need to do is just buy some cement and put it in for Grady, and then to replace the receptacle, the pole's already there, so we'll just need to buy the receptacle.
I would say, why don't we buy two new ones, then we can take the old one, put it in storage. That way, if we at least have the stand, we won't have the trash can. And maybe John can do his magic and weld that thing together.
There you go.
So we would have an extra one, which would be good.
All right, so in the first motion is to approve the purchasing of the new waste station, but we can change that now to purchasing two
waste stations.
dog waste stations. From where? You want to do the Amazon option, or do you like?
I like this Amazon option because it comes with the bags and everything.
Perfect. All right, so we have the motion to approve the two dog waste stations from Amazon at $229. May I have approval?
A second.
Mayor seconds it, Scott.
All in favor?
Aye.
Excellent.
All right. We got that done. And the last thing we're going to talk about is the pavers. We have some money in the reserves for pavers. I walked Quimby. There's no way we can obviously fix all the driveways. So we want to do is find out. We have a roughly, I'm going to say $12,000 in reserves for the pavers that is already set aside for the pavers. And I think we can walk the community if anybody wants to, if you think your house is on that one where you needed to get it done. I know there's one on Bella Cara Roger. His is pretty wavy. So that would probably be one. There's only one on Quimby, but Quimby got done. A few of them because they did RCs last year or year before. So the smaller ones where it's just a tree root coming up, we can have maintenance do it, or Amy and I have found out that we can do it.
Yeah.
So we can. If it's just at one spot, we can do it. It's more we're looking for that full driveway. Obviously, they're pavements. You're never going to get it perfectly flat. It just doesn't work that way. But all the problems are definitely tree roots. The tree root comes in, so you have to lift the pavers, chop out the tree root, and then put the pavers back, level it off, sand it, and go from there. But I think we, as you said, we want to get that done. Joe and I are going to walk the community and point out and try and figure out how many we can do. Carlos, if you can get an estimate of approximately what it would cost for a driveway. I mean, obviously, you don't have to lift the whole driveway, but if you get an idea, then we'll know how many how many houses we're going to be able to do. Are we going to be able to do 8? Are we going to do 10, 15? We don't know. But if any of you have problems, if you think your driveway is in really rough shape, reach out to us, anybody on the board, and preferably Joe.
They can send it.
And
I thought I was the treasurer.
They can send it.
treasure and paper. So that is, we want to do that. And I think, as I said, we're just putting it out there. We're not going to take a vote on that right now because we don't even know what it's going to be. But as I said, we have roughly about $12,000 in reserve that is earmarked for that. And then pressure washing, which is not on the agenda. We didn't pressure wash last year at all, and we definitely need to do it. We are not going to do it right now because leaves are falling, pollen is falling, and everything else. So once that, again, we're probably shooting for April, probably early April. We will be pressure washing. We do have to buy a device that connects to the fire hydrant from Toho, or rent the device. So we can, when we're taking the water out of the fire hydrant, they can charge us whatever that is. So we are definitely doing pressure washing, but we're just not going to do it now. Mulch, same thing. We'll do that. We've got to wait for the leaves to get done and everything else. So
I do want to add in real fast as well. Going back to the pavers, the companies that I have been reaching out to, I'm also looking for people who specialize in the sidewalk repairs as well, because I do know throughout the community there are some sidewalks that have become a trip hazard. So I am sourcing for both of those repairs.
You got the invoice, I sent you.
I
Sent you an invoice from a couple of years ago.
Yes, you did. Joe did send
yeah,
me
because they
invoice.
grind the sidewalks down where the lift
Yes.
is. I was just talking to Paul and Margie. They have one.
On Quimby, there's a big one.
Yeah, there's no one.
There's a really big one.
So yeah, anybody that sees that, feel free to reach out to the board. Yeah, I mean, we'll try and look, but it's better to have 1,000 eyes on it than just 5 people looking at it. So anything that you have, if you see a big dip, reach out to us. Let us know. You can reach out to literally anybody on the board, preferably Joe. So anyway, that's
your paycheck next month, Joe.
that is going to wrap it up. We are going to.
One other thing, I don't know if one of you two could address the situation with Jose.
Yes, I can.
We did win an Oscar, by the way.
All right. So for those of you who don't know, Jose is our engineer that works in our throughout our community. Unfortunately, he did have a work-related injury, and he is temporarily out. So we are sourcing, as First Service is sourcing help from surrounding communities. We did manage to get somebody who's about 10 minutes away at another community who can allocate about 20 hours a week. His name is Oscar, and so he will be here tomorrow at 11:30. I have a checklist planned for him just to kind of at least get, let's get the leaves blown up, let's get the trash is removed, let's get everything that's been lacking this last week, and then the board and I will work together on finalizing a temporary schedule in the interim until Jose can come back.
Do we know his hours? Are they going to be regular, or he's going to?
We don't know the hours yet. All I know is tomorrow he will be here from 11:30 to 5, and then I will work out the schedule with you.
We have, the problem that I brought up with First Service is we do not have a contract with Jose. We have a contract with First Service, and Jose has been missing now for, like 10 days. He worked 1 day out of the last 10, and I've been asking Angel, please send somebody over. Please send somebody over. He keeps telling me, I'll try and get you somebody. It didn't happen. Christina came. We have somebody. So that's why I'm a Christina fan, because we got somebody in here, and he'll be here tomorrow, and his name's Oscar. So how much better can you get than that? So now we adjourn and then take the comment?
No. We are going to, because I know you want to have open forum with your comments. And this room is fairly packed, and we appreciate everyone's participation. I do have 8 people online, and with online meetings, I would like to at least try to give them the floor first. So everybody who's online that can hear us, please utilize the screen by raising your hand, unmute your mic once I call on your name, and you have the floor. Once you are finalized, I will go ahead and remute your mic. So please, anybody who can hear would like to make a comment to the board, raise your hand, and I will call upon your name and unmute yourself. All right. So that is no one. So you are welcome to call people up.
Okay, right now you can come on up. You can speak at the podium, and I know in the past there's been this hard rule of 3 minutes. I ask you to keep it concise, but we're not going to cut you off unless you're just repeating yourself. So say what you need to say. We're not going to hold you to 3 minutes.
Do I get recorded up here?
And you're going to go right here, though. We're going to put you on camera.
I like it recorded.
All right, say your name, where you live, and
Gwen Torgerson, 8344 Bellatiera Court. I hope I don't get daggers thrown at me, because first of all, I want to preface my comment or question with how beautiful the plants look. They look really beautiful. The gazebo, everything. What an improvement. Looks great. Now, my question is, when you guys are doing these major paver things, not just 1 or 2, but like you posted a picture the other day, do we as a community have to worry about any kind of lawsuits if, say, there's drainage isn't going good? What if the drainage from the pavers goes into the condo or where it shouldn't, or if there's something not
if it's
right?
if it's anything that goes close to the condo, we're not touching it.
Okay. Okay.
We are just doing the areas that are out. It really is a simple root problem.
Okay.
It's literally pulling up the pavers, hatcheting the roots, taking them out, and then relaying the pavers. It's not anything. It's nothing to do with drainage. It's nothing to do with.
Okay.
And if it goes against the building, we would contract that out.
Yeah.
But that's the same thing we're going to do with the maintenance person. We'll hopefully be able to fix these smaller issues.
Yeah. Okay.
With what we have.
All right. That was my question. That if there would be any repercussions if, say, somebody, because when we have a hired company, they're bonded and insured and all that kind of stuff. So that's it.
We're not in the business of reworking driveways.
Yeah. No, I wouldn't think so. That looked like a major thing you posted.
Well, that was important because it was a
so
safety
bad,
issue.
and
That really was a safety issue.
Yeah, it looked bad.
I mean,
I was more worried about that lawsuit than the other.
Yeah, I hear you. Also, I look. I don't see on the March calendar the meeting listed for the
we
4th
can't
Thursday.
control what the master board does. We've given them the dates of when they are.
So we don't know when our budget.
But we'll let you know that
Always-
all our meetings are always going to try every time the last Thursday of the month at 6:00.
Okay.
And we should be there all the way until November. Then obviously we have Thanksgiving and Christmas. But so to be the last Thursday at 6 p.m. We're trying not to move it around. We're not trying to do Saturday morning. We're not trying to be Our goal is total transparency, as you well know,
Okay.
and that's
Thank
the
you.
last Thursday. So if you don't see it on the calendar, just think of the last Thursday.
And it'll be on the website and everything.
Yeah,
well
I'll
before.
look for it.
The current calendar has it on Wednesday. And tonight's
No, I think they took it off completely.
Oh, did they
I
change?
didn't see
It's
it.
off gone.
Come on, give it out.
Okay, go
Hi,
ahead.
Virginia, 1290 Grady Lane. I want to say congratulations, and you guys are fantastic. Thank you for the hard work that you do. But I have a couple of questions. On the auto audit, I think I sent it in. I emailed you, Carlos, to see if you got it, and I didn't get a response. And I would like to know, are you going to reach out to the people that you did not get it from and let them know, or are you, because there's no acknowledgement like received? So what's happening with that?
So to clarify the vehicle audit, once it is all said and done, yes, I will go through with the board. It will be generated on a report. All of that report information will be uploaded to Connect Profile. From that point forward, I will see who doesn't have vehicle information. I will reach out to those individuals. Trust me, yeah, the whole process, it's not the firm March 1st was because there is all of this extra work involved in the back end. Everything needs to get properly uploaded and documented to ensure that it's seamless going forward. So rest assured, everybody will be properly noticed, reached out to if I don't have a vehicle registered. And it's a simple, hey, I don't have it, or hey, I do have it. And yes, I do apologize. I do receive those acknowledgments. However, it is in the Microsoft Forms platform. So I had to go in there, physically respond to that. Just haven't had the time to do so.
Yeah, I was just concerned because I don't want to wait to go to the gate and they don't let me in because
For
you
sure.
didn't get it. And
That's
I
not
said,
gonna
Oh, we don't do that.
That was
And allow me to reiterate that as well. The Master Association controls your gates. This has nothing to do with letting you in or out of the gates. This has nothing to do with the rules and regulations provided by the Masters to what they require you to do. This is only for promenades and the Association of Promenades. That way, because when we're controlling the parking lots, we want to make sure the vehicles that are within the community are the ones that we know of. So this is not stopping anything that you guys normally would do to the master in terms of registration, any forms you may fill out, because I had that question asked to me. Do I still fill out the form? Yes, if that's what the master wants you to do, that's what the masters want you to do. This is for 2025 Promenades only vehicle audit.
okay, thank you. Now, work orders. Can you please run by me how it works? I send a work order. Who is receiving it? Who is reading it? Who is approving it? And how much time should I wait to get a reply whether it's denied or approved?
I can speak on behalf of the process that happens through the Connect portal. So when you place a work order through Connect, it notifies the association, i.e. myself, of the work order. From there, that work order then gets submitted over to our engineering. I print it out, hand it over to engineering, Jose. If for whatever reason he is unable to repair the items, he comes back and tells us what the situation is. The association, the management company, myself would reach out to the board to ensure that we can buy set supplies. Let's say you have a light fixture that's broken, which we know of some in the community. You have an address light. We know of those. Those are things that require purchases, which require permission. So there is a process. I'm aware of instances in the past where communication wasn't completed through the Connect profile, and I can't speak on behalf of that. But as for me, I follow up, I close, and I finish the work profile unless I can't order the parts, and then I leave it as pending.
Okay, so just to clarify pertaining to me, I have requested my bricks to be power washed when I come out of my house because they're really dirty. And I didn't hear anything for 3 weeks. I reached out to Scott, and right there that day, he said, "Listen, we had a meeting, and we're not power washing until April," which is what I expect. I expect as an owner to get some kind of response and not be like, "I didn't hear anything. What's going on?" And I also sent you an email on that, and I never got anything. I said, "Did you hear anything?" Nothing. So I think we can do a little bit better on that.
I do apologize. I'm not familiar with seeing an email from you, but I'll
Well,
definitely
maybe you're
follow
not
up
getting
on
my
that.
email, so I'll try to improve that. Yeah.
Can you just
we just to let you know too is Amy and I look every morning at the work order, so we see them.
Okay.
And when we see them, we try and act on as fast as possible. And as I said, the pressure washing will absolutely get done. We're waiting until the leaves are done falling and and it will.
Okay, so in a work order, let's say like yourself and like if you get involved in,
we can't. Unfortunately, we can't respond to the work order. It
I
doesn't
know,
allow
but
us.
if you get involved helping out doing a work order, which is phenomenal, you don't get involved unless you know it's approved, right?
Well, we can approve it.
Oh, you can approve.
Yes.
Okay, I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, we're the board. We can approve.
So if you see a work order for me with my pavers, and you look at it and you say, "Oh, I can do this," you can approve it.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Could you just confirm your address?
Yes, it is 1290 Grady Lane.
Yeah, we can. We do. We try and look at them because there's nothing that frustrates us more than seeing work
Yeah.
orders build up.
That's
Okay.
my pet peeve.
It also frustrates us that we don't have a maintenance person to address some of these. Now,
And that's why we
but-
started jumping.
But the bigger issues like pressure washing and that will all be taken care of on a full community.
Okay, I think my 3 minutes are up. Thank you.
You're okay. Thank you. Did we answer your questions?
Yes.
That's the most important
Yes,
thing.
thank you.
Excellent.
All right. Anybody else? Perfect. Nope.
Carlos.
Hi, friend.
Hey, friends, huh?
Hey, yeah.
Yes.
I'm Maria 1201 Bella Rose Court. Sorry, Carlos, I have to bring this up to you because I'm frustrated. I've been requesting 3 years ago already about our roof, my gutter there. And before you guys, our gutter is very dirty. It's full of leaves. And then now the new board, and I think the new board or the last board, they decided to do pressure washing the gutter. But unfortunately, the side in my back lanai is not ever been cleaned and it's full of leaves. And I sent you another photo again, and I don't know when they're gonna be coming and clean that.
So I did reach out with Matt Weiss today because I reached out to you yesterday to ask for an updated photo.
I didn't see your email though.
Okay.
I sent you this email this morning.
Perfect. Excellent. Well, then cool. Let me double check and see. Because when Matt and I spoke this morning, he was already on site. He did send me pictures. Now there are. He sent me a picture of the gutter. There is no leaves in it. However, there is some backed up.
I'm the one.
Mildew.
Oh, sorry, I got you.
No, it's okay. But however, if you are still seeing that you have leaves in it, please send me the picture of it. Because I'm looking here.
I did this morning, and I sent you 2 photos, one on the side and one on the back.
Is he
It's
coming
full
back
of
to
leaves.
inspect it? Is he coming back to inspect it?
So Matt Weiss was here, and I'm so sorry.
He didn't even come in this morning. He said that they're coming in today to look at it, but he never did, or whoever your first.
Yeah, I don't have anything. I don't have an email from you. So what I would recommend, let's just do this. Send me an email with the updated photos as of today, and make sure you're sending it to the Promenade's email. So
Yeah.
it's Promenade's BT at fsresidential.com. Okay.
I did.
Okay. So that I don't have it. I just checked,
That's
but
weird.
that's okay.
Early
as
in
long
the
as
morning,
I-
I sent you one.
No, it's okay. Look, sometimes technology fails, so just send it again.
Okay,
And
I'll
I'll
resend it
follow
to
up.
you.
But I want to reiterate to everybody. I mean, this was a big project, so it's not that
Yes.
once this is said and done, he's like, "Oh, we're done. I got paid and we're out." No, I would be on top of this company to make sure that the project is completed. So if you have, for sure, still concerns, please make sure I get it.
Yeah, but we going back email many times, and you told me that you're gonna reach out to them, but
Correct. So
it's still
When-
more than 3 weeks now.
when you have your association management company, then you
Yeah.
have a contractor, right? So the contractor's the one doing the work. I unfortunately, First Service nor your association can control what
I
this
agree,
contractor
yeah.
does. So I will ensure we follow up, and I'll make sure to follow up.
Okay, you guys hear that? He said we'll follow up.
Good follow up.
Can you give me your address again?
Yeah, it's 1201 Bella Rose Court. Good. Okay,
Thank you.
thanks.
Thank you.
Okay. I think that's it. I will call for adjournment.
Let me just make sure there's no last minute chats. No last minute chat. No. What? I have Christina Flynn. Miss Christina, you have the floor. Go ahead and unmute yourself. Miss Christina, if you can hear us, go ahead and unmute yourself.
Hi, yes, I was just hoping you could read my comments in the chat.
Oh, perfect. Okay. Oh, Miss Christina Flynn would like to acknowledge this is the best board meeting she's ever attended since moving in the 4 years of Bella Trae, and very excellent for audio and hearing everybody. And this is her own words, not mine. You're all more than welcome to look. In addition, grateful for Carlos Sounds extremely delightful. Thank you so much, Christina. I appreciate those wonderful feedback, and I'm sure your board does as well.
I don't see that.
You don't see that? On the chat, everyone. Look on the chat. My meetings will stay available. Oh, that is also true. I want to reiterate too. This meeting link will always be your meeting link. So everything we mention in chats and all of that, our goal is to always have proof and backups for everyone to look through. So this new board is very big on transparency. I know they've mentioned
Very
it
big on
many
transparency.
times. So go ahead, Scott. I'll leave it back to you. Do you want to
Yeah,
wrap it up?
we really are. I mean, transparency is the most important thing this board does. We are here, as I said, for one reason, and that is the residents. That's the only thing we care about. We don't care about you funding our lifestyle so we can have more parties or anything like that. We don't care. And when we have parties, we pay for them out of our own pocket. This board has paid thousands of dollars out of our own pocket to try and make things better. And that is our commitment to you guys to make it better. So I'm going to call for an adjournment.
Second.
6:46 p.m.
Yes.
All in favor?
Aye.
Meeting has been adjourned at 6:46 p.m. Thank you, everybody. Have a wonderful evening.
Thanks for coming.
Ready?
Yeah.